Capital Outlay for January 14th. Meeting is called to order. If you would please log in and join the meeting if you can, if you haven't already. Roll call, Ms. Jenkins.
Ms. Richards?
Present.
Mr. Toller?
Present.
Ms. Abrams? Mr. Westmoreland?
Present.
Mr. Duncan?
Here.
Mr. Bush? Mr. Moore?
Here.
Ms. Simmons?
Here.
Ms. Dominguez?
Present.
Thank you. Okay, new projects. Item 1A, consider approval to seek bids to remove and replace Midway Elementary School main building's roof at an estimated cost of $530,000 pending federal court approval. Mr. Snodabot.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This project's been to this committee and back again. We've had an opportunity to go out and reassess it, and we now have a plan to move forward and go with a particular roof type. The architects have reviewed it, and we're all in agreement, so we'd like permission to move forward and seek bids.
And what type of metal clad?
It's going to be a TPO roof. I think, Mr. Bankson, do you have any comments you want to make on that?
It's like a
Come to the.
Chris Banks, Jasper Banks Architects. So it's a TPO. It's a TPO system. It's a little bit. It's more economical than the PVC one that we mentioned last time.
Right.
We reached out to about 4 different roofing manufacturers. We got with a couple reputable roofing contractors, and this is the best way to go for the price and everything for the roof. For the
Life expectancy?
we get a 20-year no dollar limit warranty on it, which is great because it's virtually flat, which is what drove us to go to this type of roofing system. Because anything else, you'd have to put the tapered insulation, and then you're getting into having to raise all of the different utilities.
Heating and air.
Right.
Okay.
And this price also includes, because they have those big skylights. I mean, the roofs on that are messed up too, so we have to replace that and replace some of the metal flashing and all that stuff. So,
Okay.
so that's it.
But we still hopefully can get bids in less than this. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's competitive. Yeah.
Okay.
Move to adopt.
We have a motion to adopt recommendation from the administration, second by Mr. Duncan. Any questions or comments? Any public input? Having none, call for vote.
Voting is open. Oh, it's open now. Voting is closed. Motion passes unanimously.
All right, thank you. Item B, consider approval to seek bids to remove and replace Natalbany Middle School's main building plywood subbase and flooring and abate the asbestos tile and glue at an estimated cost of $125,000 pending federal court approval.
Right. So on this project, we bid it or had 2 quotes on it last time, and it came in like around $93,000. And then, but we had to hold it because of the abatement project, and that put everything out of sequence. Since then, we've had the 2 hurricanes, and with all the delivery issues with the pandemic, the cost, because we asked the contractor to hold his bid for probably about
A year now.
Yeah, about a year. So we asked him and said, look, is your quote still good? He said no. He said no way, because we've had some major increases on wood and the other materials, and then I also met with the abatement contractor. He said we've had PPE increase cost, so we put it together. We'd have to do a change order. Then that change order amount would put it over the 120, which puts us over the requirement to go and get court approval. So
To add what Chris is saying is that one of the things is when we first started the project, it was targeted for last summer. When we first started it, we did not know there was as much as abatement issues. We had to bring in an abatement contractor, and that's when we had 2 contractors on site. Our preference is to have one contractor do it all. Since they couldn't hold their prices, we've asked Chris to rebid this out as one title project with a contractor who will oversee the entire work.
And so now, and we're also in a
bids versus quotes? Where we, last time we were just.
Oh, no, because, no, it's gonna be under, it should still be under the 150,000, so we can still quote it.
Okay.
It's just that we're gonna put it together now and just
Require
have.
federal court approval.
And get court approval.
Right, that was right.
Okay. Well, I move to adopt administration's recommendation.
And I'll second it.
We have a motion from Mr. Duncan, second from Mr. Westmoreland to accept or to seek bids. Any questions, concerns? Any public input? Having none, I'll call for a vote.
Voting is open. Voting is closed. Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item C, consider approval to seek bids to make structural repairs to Ponchatoula Junior High, main building at an estimated cost of $75,000.
Yeah, the Ponchatoula Junior High's main building's foundation has some joist beams that need to be readjusted, re-leveled. Some need to be replaced. So the architect here, Carrio's here. We've defined the scope of the work. We're looking now to proceed with getting bids for doing this work. Hopefully we can get this done over the summer too.
And all three of these we're shooting for summer projects.
Correct.
Move to adopt recommendation.
Second.
We have a motion from Mr. Westmoreland, seconded by Ms. Simmons to adopt the recommendations from the administration.
Question.
All right, Mr. Duncan?
Brett, which fund is this gonna come out of?
At this particular fund, the all restricted funds that were balanced as of December 31st have been set aside for phase 1, so this project will come out of the parish-wide pay-as-you-go capital project fund.
Okay.
Okay, question?
Is this the whole, which buildings? All buildings? The whole building?
It's only the front main building. Building was built in 1920 something. The front half of the building has a crawl space. The back half, is a ramp and it goes down to a lower level. The front half has sustained some termite damage and some water damage over time. There's been lots of little Band-Aid fixes over the years. So this project would be to basically redo or basically make all of that permanent, all of the little temporary repairs to do in a more permanent way, and try to eliminate where the moisture is coming in to the crawl space. So it's a lot of different pieces. We've had a structural engineer look at it and give us recommendations.
Okay.
So,
Okay, sounds good.
yep.
Any other questions? Having none, no public input.
Nope, my batteries went dead too. Okay.
Okay, voting.
Online voting is open. Online voting is closed. Motion passes unanimously.
All right, any other items to be brought before capital outlay? And we are going to try to bring these on our agenda, our next agenda to approve them for the board.
Correct. Let's use the board agenda.
Okay. All right, having no other business, meeting adjourned. Thank y'all.